impressed by how hard you're working and how willing you are to leave your comfort zone. By embracing change and seeking new experiences, you'll not only kill boredom, but you'll also become much more interesting and attractive to those around you. The Stoics teach us that life is short and unpredictable, so we should make the most of every moment. Let's take their advice to heart and break out of our routines and live a life full of passion and curiosity. This way of living will definitely make you more attractive to those you meet along the way. Embrace vulnerability. Being human is naturally interesting. Being yourself is the key to connecting with others. Don't pretend to be someone you're not. Trying to look all-powerful or flawless can turn off real interest. Accept that you are weak. Tell people the real you, even your flaws, because they're what make you unique and help you connect with others. Being honest about your flaws helps others relate to you better, which builds a real relationship. Letting go of your ego and showing how you really feel makes your ideas more powerful and makes you more interesting as a person. Stoicism tells us that it's important to know and accept our true nature. This means being aware of our flaws and weaknesses. By doing this, we make room for real connections and deeper relationships. Imagine you're on a date and you don't want to impress the other person with tales of unblemished success. You talk about a time you failed, but learned something important from it. For example, I tried to start my own business and put everything I had into it, but it didn't work out. I felt like a failure, but I realized it taught me to be resilient and how important it is to be able to adapt. Being this honest not only makes you easier to relate to, but it also shows that you've grown and become stronger, which are both very beautiful traits. Women, like everyone else, are drawn to people who are true to themselves. Being comfortable with your true self shows that you are confident and self-aware. It's not about being perfect, it's about being real. Sharing your true thoughts and feelings without fear of being judged shows a level of courage that is both admirable and attractive. You have a strong ability to accept yourself, which is an important part of the Stoic theory. Self-acceptance is magnetic because it lets others feel safe and understood around you. They can tell that you're not putting on a show, but are genuinely interested in building a connection based on mutual respect and understanding. So stop trying to look invincible and let your true self shine through, flaws and all. This will not only make you more attractive, but also make your relationships stronger, deeper and longer lasting. Understand the power of emotions. Understanding the power of emotions is important for personal growth, good relationships and health in general. Our feelings affect what we think, what we do and how we treat other people. They can drive us, make our experiences better, and sometimes, if left unchecked, cause us to make bad choices or fight with others. We can become more self-aware, improve our relationships, and deal with life's challenges with strength and clarity if we understand and use the power of our feelings. Being self-aware. Being aware of your feelings is the first thing that will help you understand how strong they are. Being aware of how you feel and why you feel that way can help you control your responses and emotions. For example, writing down your feelings in a journal can help you figure out trends and triggers that make it easier to control your feelings. Controlling your emotions. To learn to control your feelings, you have to stop letting them decide what you do. This can be done with methods like mindfulness, deep breathing, and cognitive reframing. For example, mindfulness meditation can help you calm down and get a handle on strong feelings like anxiety or anger. Empathy and getting together. Being able to relate to other people's feelings means you understand your own. This makes connections stronger and communication better. Actively listening and confirming how someone else feels can help you connect with them in a deeper, more important way. What drives and motivates explanation. Feelings can drive people to do great things. Feelings of happiness and excitement can help you reach your goals. For instance, using happy affirmations and visualizing your goals can help you stay motivated and on track. Coping and being strong. To put it another way, Being strong means understanding and accepting your feelings, even the bad ones. It helps you deal with problems and get back on your feet after them. For example, showing kindness to yourself and asking for help when you need it can help you deal with stress and problems better. You can use your feelings to make your life better, make your relationships stronger, and grow as a person if you understand that. Have you ever felt like you were just another drop in the ocean? What if I told you that the key to standing out isn't what you think it is? Today, we're not just talking about superficial things like fashion or fitness. We're going to talk about the profoundly transformative power of an engaging personality shaped by Stoic principles. Imagine becoming someone who not only stands out, but also resonates deeply with others, especially women, not through superficial traits, but through a charisma that is both subtle and substantial. This video will reveal the 12 secrets of how Stoicism can help you cultivate a magnetic personality that goes beyond physical appearance. You'll learn how to attract not just short-term attention, but lasting interest and admiration. So if you're ready to up your social presence and charm, hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Let's begin. 1. Unleash the power of proactivity. Being proactive isn't just a skill, it's a magic that can change your life. Being proactive means taking charge of your life and actions, which is similar to the Stoic idea of being in charge of your own fate. Imagine walking into a social gathering and not just being an observer, but also an active player. You don't wait for someone to approach you. Instead, you step out of your comfort zone and do something. People will feel valued and cared for if you introduce yourself and ask about their lives. For example, if you're at a networking event and see someone standing alone, don't be afraid to walk up to them, introduce yourself, and ask them what brings them to the event. By being proactive, you're not only making a new acquaintance, you're also making a connection. This approach is especially attractive to women because it shows confidence. Take the initiative and genuinely care about other people. These are traits that everyone likes. Using Stoic ideas and concepts, think of being proactive as a way to practice virtue by getting involved with the world you live in. It takes courage to connect with new people. People will want to be around you if you show wisdom by learning about others and justice by treating others with respect and kindness. Being proactive also means bringing energy into every room you enter and every event you attend. It's not enough to just be there, you have to make your presence felt. When you shake hands, talk to people, and engage sincerely, you give off a positive energy that draws people to you. This not only makes you more present in any setting, but it also builds meaningful relationships that make you more attractive and magnetic. Do something about it instead of waiting for things to happen. Get out of your comfort zone, start conversations, and put your energy and real interest into everything. If you do this, you'll represent Stoicism and become someone who naturally attracts and caps off those around you, especially women who value authenticity and confidence. 2. Refresh your routine. It's time to change your basic settings and stop doing the same things over and over again. Whether it's watching a lot of the same shows at once, Stoic philosophy says that going on vacation to the same places or eating at the same restaurants can make your life boring. Accepting change and looking for new experiences can make our lives much more satisfying. The Stoics believe that to live a truly fulfilling life, we must constantly challenge ourselves and push beyond our comfort zones. So how can we use this wisdom in our daily lives to make ourselves more interesting and appealing to others? Let's start by reading new books and trying new foods. Imagine that a woman who loves to read hears you talk excitedly about a new type of book you found. Your excitement and interest can be very attractive because they show that you're a lively and open-minded person. Similarly, trying new foods can lead to fun cooking adventures. Invite a special someone to go with you to a new restaurant or help you cook a dish from a different culture. Sharing an event can bring people closer together and make memories that will last a lifetime. Next, change up your daily routines. If you always take the same path to work or the same walk in the park, try something new. Take a scenic route or check out a new hiking trail. This can lead to interesting talks and meeting new people. For example, you might meet someone who loves nature as much as you do, which could lead to a friendship or even a sexual relationship. Another helpful step is making a list of all the things you want to do. This list is a steady reminder to try new things. By working through it, you show others that you value growth and adventure. Women, in particular, tend to be more interested in guys who are proactive and goal-oriented. For example, learning a new language can help you connect with people from other cultures, along with improving your communication skills. Imagine meeting someone at a language exchange event who is firepower und emotional communication is the key to making relationships that last. Stoic thought says that what you say and how you interact with others on an emotional level are what matter. It's important to understand and control your emotions so that you can connect with others on an emotional level. For example, if the person you're talking to is excited about something, share their joy and let your excitement show. This not only shows that you're interested, but it also helps build a stronger bond. The Stoics believed in living in accordance with nature, which includes our social nature as humans. This means being aware of other people's emotions and responding in a way that fosters connection. If you want to connect with someone, don't have a talk that is too logical or linear. Instead, focus on the feelings behind the words. For example, instead of asking what you do for a living, ask what you like best about your job. This changes the question from a dull interview-style question to something more interesting and touching. Set up your contacts. Lively and interesting by telling stories, asking open-ended questions, and showing genuine interest in the other person's thoughts and feelings. Remember that the goal is to make an emotional connection. For example, if she says she likes to travel, don't ask where she's been. Instead, ask what your most memorable travel experience was and why it made you feel that way. This will encourage her to share an emotional story. In the spirit of Stoicism, it's also important to stay present and fully engage in the moment. This means putting away things like your phone and really listening to what the other person is saying. This will show that you value their time and presence. This level of attention isn't common and can be very attractive. By using the strength of your emotions along with your Stoic wisdom, you can make conversations more meaningful and attractive that have a positive and long-lasting effect. Emotions are a powerful way to communicate. They help us understand and connect with each other. By being emotionally present and engaging, you can make your interactions more fulfilling and memorable. This doesn't mean you have to be overly emotional or dramatic. It just means being real and sensitive to other people's feelings. Polarize yourself. This isn't just about having strong opinions, it's also about being true to yourself and standing out. Stoicism teaches us to hold on to our beliefs even when others disagree. When you have strong opinions, you don't just blend in. You become interesting and memorable. For example, let's say you're in a movie discussion with other people and they're all praising the newest blockbuster superhero movie. You have a different opinion and you're not afraid to share it. This might not be a popular opinion, but it's yours, and you're not afraid to share it. Few people will agree with you, but many will find your honesty refreshing. Either way, you've started a conversation and left an impact. This method fits with the Stoic ideas of being honest and strong. Marcus Aurelius, one of the great Stoic philosophers, often wrote about how important it is to stick to your beliefs no matter what other people think. By doing this, you not only stand out, but you also show that you are confident and assertive, which are traits that many women find beautiful. Being polarizing doesn't mean being rude or dismissive. It means being honest and sure of yourself. When you say what you really think, you create a dynamic where people either agree with you or disagree with you. This contrast makes you more interesting and remembered. When you're in a situation where you can say what you really think, do it with confidence and share your thoughts boldly, just like the Stoics would. This doesn't mean you have to be controversial just for the sake of being controversial. It just means you should be unapologetically yourself. By sticking to your beliefs and embracing your polarizing side, you create a magnetic, if sometimes challenging, dynamic that can attract and intrigue those around you. If you've made it this far and are still with me, please take a moment to comment below with "being true to myself." This small action shows that you're committed to becoming a better version of yourself. It means being clear and strong about your beliefs, ideals, and actions, even if that means other people won't agree with you. This idea is about being honest, having strong character, and having the guts to be yourself. It might seem risky to turn some people off, but being extreme can also help you find people who really agree with your beliefs. It's a strong way to make connections with others and stand up for yourself in a world that often pushes people to fit in. Make your core values clear. Figure out what your core ideals are. When you know what you stand for, you can make choices that are in line with who you really are. This clarity is the key to being able to successfully polarize yourself. Accept being real. Being authentic means being real and honest with yourself, even when it's hard. Accept who you are as a person and fight the desire to change to fit what other people want or what society says you should do. Talk to people clearly and firmly. When you talk about your beliefs and ideals, be clear and firm. This doesn't mean being mean. It means being sure of yourself and not afraid to show who you really are. Know that not everyone will agree with you. Know and accept that not all people will like or agree with you. This acceptance is very important if you want to stay true to yourself without needing approval from other people. Build relationships with people who share your values. Focus on getting to know people whose beliefs are similar to and respect yours. These ties will be stronger and more meaningful, which will help you stay true to who you are. Being polarized means being honest and brave in your life, even if it means being different or facing criticism. By being clear about your values, being yourself, communicating clearly, being open to disagreement, and building relationships with people who share your values, you can stand up for yourself and draw people who respect and support you. This way of doing things not only makes you feel better about yourself, but it also helps you make links that are more real and meaningful. Battle against laziness. Being lazy is like a slow-moving fog that makes you less energetic and less interesting to talk to. If you don't do anything about it, it will spread through your life and drain your energy. In Stoic thought, you should think of being lazy as a disease that not only slows you down, but also makes you feel anxious and unsafe. People think of laziness as a bad trait that stops you from growing as a person and having a full life. Well-known Stoic Marcus Aurelius often told himself to get up and work because he was born to do that, not just sit around. Adopt this way of thinking to break free from the ties of laziness. To do this, you must actively work to get rid of laziness. Start by setting small goals that you can reach every day. For example, instead of saying you'll work out more, commit to a 10-minute walk every morning. As you build momentum, you train your mind to connect effort with good results by consistently taking action. Do things that make your brain make dopamine, which is the feel-good neurotransmitter. This could be anything from physical activity like dancing or running to artistic activities like painting or writing. When you fill your life with things that make you happy, pleasure and happiness. Being lazy doesn't belong anywhere. In fact, being bold and energetic can make you look a lot better. Imagine you're on a date and talk about how excited you are about a hobby or project you're working on. Your passion is contagious, and it shows that you have a lively, interesting personality. This makes you naturally attractive to others, especially women who value drive and ambition. Sarah saw that her friend John was always happy and full of energy. He regularly went to local events, volunteered at community centers, and followed his love for photography. Sarah was interested in John because he was full of life and could make every moment special. He stood out from people who seemed happy with a less active lifestyle because of how energetic he was. Remember that being a source of positive energy makes you irresistible in a world that is hungry for joy. By following Stoic principles and actively fighting laziness, you will not only improve your own life, but you will also become a source of happiness and excitement for those around you. This magnetic quality will naturally attract others, making you more appealing and desirable. Step up to the task. Take part in physical activities and let your joy shine on the people you meet. 7. Master the art of storytelling. In the world of Stoicism, storytelling isn't just about reliving events. It's also about sharing wisdom and experiences that show who you are and what you believe in. When you share captivating stories from your experiences with confidence and maybe a touch of humor, you'll see that people are not only paying attention, but are drawn into your narrative. For example, imagine telling a story about a time when you faced a difficult situation with calm and resilience. For example, while hiking, you were caught in a sudden storm. Instead of panicking, you assessed the situation with a clear mind, found a safe shelter, and made your way back to safety the next day. This story not only shows your adventurous spirit, but also your ability to stay composed. Keeping calm and thinking clearly under pressure is a key Stoic trait. By doing this, you show that you follow the Stoic principle of keeping inner tranquility no matter what is going on around you. Add a little suspense to your stories and keep them going. Real. Authenticity is very important. Remember that stories with a bit of risk or danger are especially interesting. They make people want to know what happens next. If you have photos or videos to back up your exciting tales, share them. This not only increases your credibility, but it also shows how brave and honest you are, which is very appealing. Another example could be a time when you helped a friend get through a tough time by giving them support and Stoic wisdom. For example, maybe your friend was going through a breakup and you gave them advice on how to focus on what they can control and let go of what they can't. By adding Stoic teachings to your story, you show that you can give thoughtful and useful advice, making you a reliable and wise friend. By mastering the art of storytelling, you show that you can think about your experiences, learn from them, and share useful lessons with others. This not only makes you more interesting, but it also shows that you are deep and thoughtful, which women find attractive and inspiring. When you share your stories, make sure to talk about times when you grew and learned something. This shows that you are always changing and trying to be better, which is very appealing. Storytelling is a strong way to communicate that has been around for thousands of years. It lets us talk about our lives, share complicated thoughts, and connect emotionally with other people. Learning how to tell stories well can change the way you talk to people, whether you're talking to them in private, at work, or in public. A good story can hold people's attention, make them feel something, and motivate them to take action. Learn about your audience. Know their interests. Make sure your story fits with the experiences and interests of your viewers. This makes your story more interesting and real. Think about how they might react. Think about how your readers might react at different places in your story. This can be used to build tension and emotional effect. Change your style. Different groups of people may like different ways of telling stories. Change your voice, words, and level of detail to fit the people you're talking to. Write an interesting story plan. Your story. Make sure your story has a clear plan with a start, middle, and end. This keeps people's attention and makes sense from beginning to end. Build characters. Make your figures likable so that people can relate to them. Their struggles and paths should show themes that apply to everyone. Include conflict and how to solve it. The story is driven by conflict, which keeps the viewers interested. Having a satisfying resolution makes an effect that lasts. Make your pictures and sensory details vivid. How to paint a picture. Use detailed language to help your readers picture what you're talking about. This helps you get into the story better. Use your senses. Add things that appeal to the senses to make the experience better. Describe what you see, hear, smell, taste, and feel. Show, don't tell. Use scenes and conversation to show actions and feelings instead of telling them. This gives the story more life and power. Bring up feelings. Connect emotionally. Use stories to make people feel things like happiness, sadness, fear, and surprise. Getting emotionally involved with the story makes it memorable. Use stories from your own life. Share your own stories to make people feel real and open. This makes the viewers feel like they can trust and connect with you. Make people feel what the characters are feeling by telling stories that make them think like the characters. This helps people understand and feel care for others. Deliver and be present in practice. Master your voice. Change your tone, speed, and volume to make good use of your voice. This keeps the audience interested and adds movement. Use your body language. Your movements, facial emotions, and gestures should fit with the story. This makes your story more interesting. Get the audience involved. Keep your eyes on the crowd, ask rhetorical questions, and get them involved. This keeps them interested and active. Learning how to tell great stories is a constant process that needs practice, thought, and change. You can become a captivating storyteller who leaves a lasting impression if you know your audience. Write stories that are interesting and compelling. Use vivid images, evoke emotions, and practice your delivery. Let your humor shine. Don't forget how powerful a good laugh can be. A strong sense of humor not only makes life more fun, but it also draws people to you like magnets. When it comes to Stoicism, humor is more than just telling jokes. It's about keeping a positive attitude when things go wrong, showing strength, and finding happiness in the little things. Imagine you're at a social event where people are socializing and the mood is a bit tense. Suddenly, someone tells a funny, well-timed joke. The mood changes quickly when someone laughs. That person becomes the center of attention, and everyone is drawn to their energy. This is called the social sun effect. If you're a Stoic, your sense of humor is your way of showing how strong and calm you are. When life throws you a curveball, instead of getting frustrated or angry, you respond with a smile and a clever remark. This shows that you can handle life's punches with grace, which is a quality that gives off confidence and charisma. Let's say you're on a date and something unexpected happens, like spilling a drink. Instead of getting upset, you make a joke about it and move on with your date. Well, I guess the drink was just as eager to get to know you as I am. This not only takes away the awkwardness, but it also shows that you can stay calm and positive when things go wrong. These are the kinds of traits that women usually like in men. A good sense of humor shows that you are smart, confident, and able to make other people feel at ease. It's not just about being the funniest person in the room. It's about making an emotional connection that can't be ignored. When you show that you can handle life's ups and downs, you project an inner strength that is deeply attractive. As a way to learn Stoic resilience, add humor to your daily life. Enjoy the little funny times and share them with other people. Allow your laughter to be a positive light that draws people to you. By doing this, you'll not only improve your own health, but you'll also make real connections that last. Remember that the point isn't to be funny, but to find the funny side of life. This balanced approach will help you stand out, get the right kind of attention, and build better, more meaningful relationships in the long run. 9. Cultivate unshakable confidence. Self-confidence isn't just a personality trait. It's an art that comes from studying Stoicism. As Stoics, we learn to understand and control our feelings, which builds a strong base for real trust. Ask yourself, are your interactions characterized by confidence, or do nerves take over? Try to give a positive answer, because confidence is one of the most attractive traits a person can have. Take the famous Stoic philosopher Epictetus as an example. He taught that true confidence comes from knowing your worth and not letting outside events affect you. When you have this kind of inner strength, it shows in your interactions, making everything you say not only heard, but also felt. Imagine you're talking to someone you respect. If you're nervous before the conversation, it can make both of you feel uncomfortable. This is because of something called the law of transference. When you're nervous, others may feel the same way. On the other hand, when you're confident, everyone around you can relax. Your calm and steady attitude can make your words more convincing and your personality more appealing. For example, when you're confident, you're more likely to make eye contact, speak clearly, and listen carefully, all of which are very attractive traits. Think back to a time when you felt fully at ease and sure of yourself. Maybe you were talking about something you're really interested in or helping someone in need. Remember how natural and interesting you were? That's the kind of confidence I'm talking about. Stoicism helps you build a strong one based on self-awareness and mental peace, so the next time you're with other people, remember that. Bring out your inner Stoic and work on staying present, controlling your feelings and being your true self. Over time, this will not only boost your confidence, but also make you more attractive to others, especially women who like men who are cool, collected, and sure of themselves. Master the art of listening. Stoics believe that listening is more than just a skill. It's a way to gain knowledge and make deep connections with other people. When you learn the skill of listening, you go beyond just hearing words. You start to understand and relate to the other person, which is very important for forming real, deep relationships, especially with women. Picture this situation. You're on a date, and instead of just nodding along, you really pay attention to what she's saying. You're not just waiting for your turn to talk, you're fully present. This shows that you respect her and are interested in what she has to say. For example, she might say that she loves hiking. Instead of just acknowledging this, you could ask her about her favorite trails or most memorable experiences. This way, you're not just making small talk, you're getting to know what's important to her. This level of engagement shows that you value her opinion and want to learn more about her interests. To listen well, you need to be able to pick up on both spoken and unspoken hints. Her voice, her body language, and even the gaps in her words tell a lot about how she feels and what she's thinking. If you pay close attention to these details, you show that you care about her inner life. This makes her feel safe and known, which leads to a deeper conversation and trust. Stoic listening teaches you to be patient and think about what the other person is saying. It's about making them feel valued. This thoughtful approach lets you react more meaningfully, which makes your interactions richer and more satisfying. Learning how to listen well not only improves your relationships, but also aligns with the Stoic virtues of wisdom and empathy. It helps you connect on a deeper level, which makes your conversations with women more interesting and real. Remember that listening carefully isn't just a strategy. It's a real sign of respect and interest, and it's a powerful way to attract and connect with others on a deep level. Number 11. Bring a sense of wonder into the world of Stoicism. The idea of developing a sense of wonder fits with the idea of being self-controlled and deliberate. Imagine meeting someone new and choosing to share bits and pieces of yourself over time instead of telling them everything at once. This keeps the conversation fresh and interesting and also gives you time to build deeper bonds. When you tell someone everything about yourself right away, there isn't much left for them to discover. On the other hand, when you slowly reveal parts of yourself, you create an atmosphere of anticipation and curiosity. She wants to know more about you, which naturally draws her closer. For example, if you have a hobby or passion that you don't bring up right away in a conversation, you might casually bring it up, sparking her interest. She'll want to learn more about this hidden part of your life, and this curiosity keeps the relationship alive and interesting. It's like reading a book, where each chapter leaves you wanting more. By keeping a sense of wonder, Stoicism teaches us to be aware of what we do and how it makes others feel. When you practice this mindfulness, you're not just telling her about your life, you're asking her to join you on a journey of discovery. This subtle but powerful technique can make you more interesting and appealing. By creating a sense of wonder, you can get people interested in things they don't fully understand. You're not just being hard to find, you're making a way for a deeper, more meaningful relationship to happen. Being sneaky or dishonest isn't part of this strategy. It's about being deliberate about the information you share. It's about finding a balance between being open and keeping things secret. 12. Making every moment with each other feel like an adventure. Improve your emotional skills. Developing emotional intelligence makes your interactions better by helping you understand and handle both of your feelings in a calm way. Understanding and controlling your emotions is a key principle. This means being aware of your own feelings and other people's emotions. Being able to do this lets you handle social situations with empathy and insight, adjusting how you react based on what you know. For example, if she says she's stressed about her job, don't just offer a quick solution or brush it off. Instead, take a moment to really understand what she means. You might say that by recognizing her feelings and showing real care, you show empathy and emotional intelligence. I can tell that your job is very hard for you. That must be tough. This simple response can help her feel like you hear and understand her. Making a stronger link. You can connect with someone on a deeper emotional level and speak honestly if you have emotional intelligence. For example, if you understand how she feels and respond with empathy, you build rapport. If she tells you about a happy part of her day, you might say, "That's great, to show that you trust her and want to be with her again. I'm glad you had a great day. Stoicism teaches us to stay calm and collected even when things get tough. This calmness combined with emotional intelligence helps you communicate your thoughts and feelings in a way that strikes a chord with her. When you're calm and clear-headed, you can talk about your feelings without letting your emotions get in the way of your judgment. Emotional intelligence not only makes your relationships better, but it also makes your social and personal interactions better overall. By practicing mindfulness and self-awareness, you become more in tune with your own emotions and the emotions of others, which leads to deeper and more fulfilling connections. So follow the Stoic principles of self-control and empathy, and let emotional intelligence help you build stronger, more genuine relationships. As we wrap up our discussion today, it's clear that following Stoic principles has many benefits. Stoicism isn't just about understanding philosophy. It's about changing the way you interact with others and growing as a person. We've looked at a number of ways that it can help you develop a magnetic personality, one that not only stands out, but also deeply resonates and connects with others, especially women, from developing emotional intelligence to unleashing the power of proactivity. Each strategy is meant to improve your charisma and presence in a meaningful way. This journey isn't about making small changes. It's about incorporating timeless wisdom into your daily life to make you more than just interesting. It's about becoming someone who inspires and attracts real admiration and connection. Thanks so much for watching this video where I talk about Stoic advice and how it can be used in modern life. If you found these ideas useful, please like and share this video with others who might also benefit from these life-changing ideas. Your participation is very important to us. It helps us grow and keep giving you material that can change your life. Please leave a comment below with your thoughts, experiences, or any questions you may have. Your comments and participation make our conversations more interesting and help shape this community. Also, don't forget to watch the suggested videos on the screen to learn more about Stoicism and personal growth. If you haven't already, please subscribe to stay up to date on our ongoing journey of discovery and change. Let's continue to build this vibrant community by exploring and using Stoic knowledge to live a more meaningful and impactful life.